Hello everybody. So today we're going to continue working on my Vimlike model text editor, and basically we're going to pick up from where we left last time. Let me see. So cargo run. So last time we created this viewport. Now you only see the part of the buffer that fits on the screen. We had implemented movements, and I found out that before I do that, let me bring up Keycaster. This way you can see the keys that I'm pressing. Let me move this to here, like that. So you see that I'm pressing L to go to the right. Same thing with the right key, but it's not moving the cursor. And I have a suspicion that that's happening because we're using this method here called line length when we are moving to the right. If we look down here on the move right, if the desired position is more than the line length, we clamp it to the line length. And this is the method that I think is not working right now. And for that reason, in order to be able to debug this kind of stuff, the idea was to create a logger in a way that I can have a separate window down here where we tail a log file. This way we can see what's going on without affecting the rendering of the editor. So I think that's what we're going to start with, and then we're going to progress towards the movement commands. So I think that's the plan for today. Let's start by creating a new file then called logger, and we're going to create struct logger, and then the logger is going to hold a file. Do we have any concurrency, I wonder? I don't think we do right now, so we don't need to protect this with a mutex or anything like that. And then let's implement logger, and then a new function, and we take the file as a string or as a path. Let's do string for now. Then let's make sure that we create the file. Let's do open options. Correct. And this can fail, so let's do result logger. Like that. And then we can do like that. And then return, logger file. That's it. And then let's have, for now, I don't want to have like log levels or anything like that. So let's just have exactly what's here. Let's write to the file the message we provide. I think that's good enough. And I also think we might need to define some macros, right? Let's see. Hold on, let me see something here. Okay, so macro export, macro rules, log, and then you have the logger in the expression. No, I want to do something different. I want to be able to, yeah. Let's create one cell for this logger. Static logger is going to be a once cell. That's it. Log is going to be, yeah, that's it. Copilot got it for us. We're going to get or init. Yeah, the problem is that let's have a file. Let's call this red.log. Perfect. And now let's go to main, have mod logger. Then if we go back here, let's fix all those issues. So the first one, let's do import one cell, import file. Result here is actually anyhow result. Yeah, let's import this guy. This okay here is wrong. So it's going to be lowercase. I don't know why I did that multiple times, but this is anyhow result. Like that. Okay, cannot be shared between threads safely. Um, Yeah, I see. Do we need to use another kind of one cell? Or do we need a mutex? Thinking. Let's see something here. If you want to do aliasing mutation between multiple threads, standard sync once lock. Let me take a look at once lock. Let's try that. What is the problem here? Must implement IO write. Okay, cool. This is never constructed, which is fine. All right, so in order to log, we need to use this log function, macro. So let's see where we were trying to do the debugging of the move right. Let's do the following log. CX equals CX like this. You might have meant to use the, let's see. What's the problem here? Cannot find value logger. Logger. Static crate logger exists, but it is inaccessible. Is that because it needs to be public? Thinking. Cannot find value logger in module crate, not found in crate. So public struct logger. Static. Initializing get or init. Is that because this needs to be on the main? I think so. Okay, seems like we got some of the errors. Undeclared type logger. Do we need to do like crate as well, like that, and then do a pub use? Let's see. Okay, seems to be fixed. Let's run. Yeah, okay. So on the editor, actually, where we have CX, we have to actually do this. This JavaScript is still in my head. Cannot borrow data in a okay, I didn't want that. So let's do log line length. Do we need to do that beforehand? So let line length is this, and then log like that. Does it like that? No. Is that something on the macro, I wonder? to, oh, here we go. Yes, it is. Cannot borrow data in a reference as mutable. It doesn't have to be mutable, I think. Oh, it does. Go check. Get mute. Yeah, I think we are better off making this mutex. Let's see if we can do that. 1 second. So mutex file. And then instead of, oops, having this a one slot, let's continue using a one cell. Like that. Let's see. So yeah. Thinking. I did this before. Okay. So logger is initialized like that. Do we still have issues? Why? I think we're going to have to rely on an external crate for the one cell, at least for now. This way it is synchronizable. Then we use this version. I think now, yeah. I still want to know why we can't use the standard library one, but for another day. Okay, so this should work. Logger file, let's do. And then we have to get the file. Unwrap is fine. So here, what's the problem here? Cannot borrow data as a reference. Is that, do we need getter in it? Thinking. Logger get. I am stuck here. Still don't understand what's going on. You know what? Let me take a look at my other project that does this. So let's see what we did here. We did a mutex. Actually, let me open this here. So we have a struct logger that has a mutex file, same thing. So, and then we do new, just like that. Yes, and then when we log, we have the message. We do exactly the same thing, no? Huh. Oh, we don't return anything here. I don't know if that's the problem. Let's take this out. So we do, what we do that? We do expect. Okay, perfect. Like that. What we do on the macro, let's see. So the macro is log, same as here. Format, create, logger, get, expect, log. It's exactly the same thing. Don't understand what's going on. So let's see. The only difference that I see is that we are doing that on main. Is that the issue? Let's see. No, that's not the issue. One cell.new, we are using, yeah. Are we using the correct one cell? We are. Hey, then Garrett, you're doing fine today in my streaming. It took me 1 hour to figure out I was adding my game component at the wrong place. Man, and look, I tried to do this by myself first because I did it before. Then I got stuck. Then I got the source code for another project where I did the same thing, and I'm still stuck. And I'm doing the exact same thing. You can see like this and this are the same exact thing. But for some reason, this guy says that I can't borrow as mutable. So, oh, unless it's something on the implementation that I missed, which may as well be the case. Let's go to the logger here and to the log here. And let's go take a look again. So we're using sync mutex here, same thing here. Here we're deriving debug. I don't think that's the issue. We return, oh, so this is anyhow result. Let's see if that's the issue. And here we never fail. So instead of okay, we just do logger like that. And then instead of this, we do expect log file opens fine. Okay, do we still have an issue? Oh, interesting. So the problem is that we were returning a result here. Makes no sense to me. Works on my machine exactly. It's a version of that. Okay, but I'm not complaining. Let's see now. If we run this, what do we get? Still have an issue? Why? Why? I thought we fixed it, but we didn't. Let's go again. Log method. Log method. Cell file lock unwrap. File message. Write to file works. Same thing. Not returning anything. All the same. And then in main, what do we do here? One cell logger. Holy crap. No idea. No idea. What if instead of we put this directly there? And then, okay. Expecting one of Y. Yeah, missing a star here. Okay. Cannot borrow data in a mutable, in a shared reference as a mutable. Cannot borrow as mutable. I'm losing all hope. Version, let's see. 1 cell 119.0, same exact version. The problem seems to be on the macro invocation. So let's go to the editor. And let's go to line 201. Okay, this is how we're calling this. Let's try to find a log invocation here. Same thing. Okay, so what happens if we don't, we just log line length like this? Still have an issue. Back on the editor, what happens if I comment this out and then use it just here? Does it work? Nope. Let's cheat. Same problem. I'm completely lost. Yeah, this doesn't have to be mutable. Found it. Okay, so let's go back to main. Let's undo this. Let's go to editor. Let's undo. Let's see, undo a little more. Now, does it work? It does. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Nice. Okay, all right. So back to the main program here. Let's run this. And now, let's see if we're logging correctly. Tail, it's going to be red.log. No, we don't have that file. Oh, because we never pressed the key. Now we did. Logger not initialized. Very, very good. Yeah, so in this instance here, I think we need to do get or initialize. Sai do Fusca, entra no Fusca. Yes. Let's see. Back on the logger, we're doing get. Oh, that's on the macro. So main, this macro here, we're doing get. What if we do the following? Get or init. Yes, just like that. Because, and then logger dot new. Create logger new. This function takes one argument, so yeah, we need to pass in red.log like that. Seems like it's working. Let's see. Now if you do, yes, nice. Let's see. Tail red.log. Yes. So line length is 29. I don't understand why it's failing. So if I do right, yeah, it says line length is. So if CX is more, or if the cursor position, the horizontal position is more than the line length, it would try to clamp it at the line length. And same thing for view width. So let's take a look at all of those. Let's here print line length, CX, and view width. Let's see. Can I do self.cx here and self.viewWidth? Can I? Yes, I can. So we can do self here as well, just for consistency. There we go. So let's quit and come back. So if I do now right, okay. So LL, so the line length is 29. My cursor is at 0. So if cursor is more than 29, which is not the case, or more than 104. So I don't know why this is not working. So self.cx plus equals 1. So yeah, let's see here. So and then here we're going to have line length like that. And then let's log it again after this to see if we're clamping on the first one and clamping on the second one. Let's see. So, right. So CX was 1. Oh, line length is 0. Why? And then it becomes 29. That is not correct. Let's take a look at line length. Okay, oh, it returns 0 if it can't find the line. So I have a suspicion that that's our issue right there. So let's log CX and viewport line. So this is going to be self.viewport line self.cx. And this will have to be a debug like that. And then, okay. So it's saying that basically viewport line is not working. It's saying that it's an empty string when it isn't. It should be this line here. So let's see what's wrong with viewport line. Okay, it's gonna be, are we off by 1 here? I'm pretty sure we are, because it's top plus n. And what is n here? Let's see. N, it's gonna be this. You can do n like this. And self.vtop, it's gonna be that, self.vtop. Let's check. And right. And 0, self.vtop, 0. But why is it doing, oh, because it's feeling the, yeah. Thinking. Okay, so let's do the following. We call viewport line here. Let's do this. Line length start. And then line length start and 1. Oh, so n is 1. Oh, of course, this is not CX. We're getting the line on the X position, not the Y. Dumb. Okay, so I think we got to the root of the problem. I think we can get rid of all of those logs. This should work now. I'm so confident that I'm deleting the logs. And that's when you regret doing that. Let's see now. Yes. So when we reach the last character, oh, we can go 1 after. That's correct, is it? Let's see. Let's see. Can you go 1 further? No, you can't. So if it's more than the line length, we do line length -1 like that. So let's see if we go all the way to the end here. But we don't want to allow it to. Okay, so if this is more, no, this is equals. That was correct. Let me see here. There we go. So now this is not going. So in NeoVim, if I go to the last one and I press right, yeah, I don't go to the next line. So that's another thing I wanted to check. Perfect. All right, I think we're chilling. All right, so that's one of the things I wanted to do. And then what happens when I go to the next line? Yeah, so I think what we need to do is to clamp this, basically do this, regardless if we are moving right or not. I think we always have to do this check before rendering, before doing self-draw. So let's do self.check bounds. And let's create that function check bounds for immutable self. And I think we don't need to do return anything. And this doesn't have to be, because this is never going to fail. Let's make this smaller, like this. And we still have some issues with our resizing. We're going to take a look at that after. So let's move, let's say, to here. And if I go down, attempted to subtract with overflow. So 179. Yeah, if the line is 0. Line length is 0. Let me see again. Either we do this or we return len -1. No, I think this is fine. Let's see what happens if we do this. So let's go all the way to here and then press the same problem. So let's undo this. 179, 179. Let's do this. If let line length equals self.line length. If line length, oh no. If cx is more or equal than 0, if line length is more than 0, self cx is 0. All right, let's see. So now, yes, correct. Another thing that I ideally wanted to do is if I'm here, let's say if I'm on the E, right? And if I go here and you see like it keeps the X position for the next line. How can we implement this behavior where you don't lose track of the cursor? Let me see how we can do that. But before we do that, let's see if I am, let's say here, and the line below it allows me to do that. Perfect. So it only goes back there if, yes, the line is... Okay, so I think on this check bounds, what we can do is the following. We can assign a desired X, which is the place we want it to be. Let's not worry about that, but let's do the following. In NeoVim, when you are at an X position and you move to a shorter line, the cursor goes back to the max X, but returns to the previous X position if the line is longer than, I think I like that, is longer. Okay. All right, so coming back here, what can we do? We can move down, we can move up. So I assume, yeah, that works. The clamping of the lines work. And then if I reach the end here, I cannot do anything. So let's start playing with scrolling. So now move left. Okay, move down here. Yeah, this is when we scroll. So let me take out that. Yeah, so if we are... So let's do this, self.vtop plus equals 1. Let's do this blindly, and then let's open a file that doesn't have scroll. Okay, and then we need to fix the cursor. Okay. Okay, perfect. So we're now scrolling. But for sure, so now let's do a test here. If we use like a short file, no, this is no longer short. Let's try the logger. Yep, straight up out of bounds on line 22 of buffer. If self.lines.len off by 1 again, maybe. There we go. So now let's see what happens when we go past the last line of the exactly what I suspected. We still scroll. We need to prevent that from happening. So on our clamping method on the editor, when we do check bounds, if self.cy is more than self.len, thinking. Okay, what am I trying to do here? So let's say that the file has 10 lines, right? And our viewport has 20 lines. So if self.buffer dot is that what I wanted to do? Let's see. It's so tempting to use. Let's see. Yep, that works as expected. Let's now do main again. And sure enough, yeah, this is not working. Let's actually disable Copilot, because it can be misleading sometimes. Okay, let's think this through. So our position, what are we trying to check? Check if CY is after the end of the buffer. So the end of the buffer is vtop is less than vtop plus cy. I think that's what we want. If self.cy is more or equals than self.vtop, oh no, that's correct. So line on buffer equals self.cy plus vtop. Yes. So if line on buffer is more than the buffer len, yeah, we don't have len, but let me implement that. Then we do self.cy equals self.buffer.len. Something like this. Let's implement this. So this is going to be self.lines.len. All right. So if line on buffer, this is as your size. Let's see. Let's see if we scroll here. It continues to allow me, and it's even worse. Oh, yeah. We need to take out vtop. Let's see now. Scrolling. Yes, and we're off by 1. So let me check what. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's scroll. Do we stop at the end? But why is it? Yeah, because we need to do here as well. -1. The check was incorrect, basically. Perfect. So we got this. Now let's take, let's scroll up. Move up. All right. Then it moved up. So if we are at the top, we need to scroll up. Oh my God. Like that. And that's going to be if self.vtop is more than 0, self.vtop minus equals to 1, and then else. We still need to subtract. No, we don't change CY in this case. All right, let's see. So we're going to scroll down, then we're going to come back, and it works. Perfect. So scroll down, scroll up, all working. Cool. What can we do next? I think we need to, in order to make testing easy, we need to implement a couple of, like we can do like Control F that moves the page down. Let's try to do that. Let's implement here action page down self.cy plus equals vtop v height, like that. And then I think we have the bound checks here. Yeah, we're gonna see, because we're not actually let's go approach this in an interactive way. Yeah, there's no action page down. Let's generate that variant. Now we have it. Now we need to map Control F to page down. Let's do that. So where are we handling the keys? Normal, handle normal event. Okay. Oops. Event, key code, char F. Oh, in this case, we need to check for a modifier as well. Let me remember how to do that. Cross term, rs docs. Docs rs. You know what? Let's take a look at. Yeah, I think the easiest way is for us to log the event. And then take it from there. Let's do that. So if I press Control F, we have a key event, code, and modifiers. So if we do event, key event, code, char, code F, modifiers, key modifiers, key modifiers, represents key modifiers. And what do we have at press? Okay, and then we don't care about the rest. If we have that, let's just do log Control F pressed. Oh, that's because we're matching. Yeah. We're matching just the code. But that's not what we want to do. Hold on. Yeah, so let's try this. Thinking. No, I don't like that too much. I think what we can do is this. Then we do event, key code, char F. And then here we can check if matches modifiers, key modifiers, control. Okay, we're closer. What is the problem here? Yeah. Otherwise, none. Okay. Did we get it? Let's see. So what happens if I press Control F? Yeah, that works. Cool. But page down doesn't work. CY is... it's not CY. It's actually VTop. Okay, so yeah, it works. But I'm sure if I try this again, it crashes, which is fine. So we have to clamp this by the maximum, by the buffer. The same thing that we did here. So we can only go to the next page if there is a next page. So 198. Oh, the problem was here. So we caught the issue, but the page was too farther ahead. Yeah, so if self.buffer.len is more than self.vtop plus self.vheight, then we do this. Let's see. Yeah, this has to be utype. Len is usize, and this is going to be u16. So let's try that. So once, and then I cannot do that anymore. Good. Let's try another file. Logger. Doesn't even allow me. Perfect. That's awesome. So page down is working. Now let's do page up. If self.vtop is more than 0, self.vtop minus equals self.vheight. This is gonna crash because we need to clamp it by 0. Self.vtop.saturating sub, like that. Let's declare this guy, page up. Yes, and now let's go to where we were doing that F thingy, and let's do the same for B. Page up. Okay. F, B, B, B. That's perfect. F, B, F, B, F, 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 B, 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 B. Yes, page up, page down works. So I think this is a good time for us to commit. And I'm going to do the logging stuff first. Yes. Let's add source logger rs. Add logger. And now let's do all of this. Clamping, line boundaries, and page up, page down. Cool. All right, so what should we do next? Oh, one low-hanging fruit is to go to the end of the line or beginning of the line. Let's do that. Event, key code, char, this goes to the end of the line. Sum, action, and off, move, and off line. Let's generate that, and let's handle that where we handle move up. Move right, action, move to end of line, self.cx equals self.line length -1. And saturating sub 1. Let's see. Perfect. So if I press $, which I think is not being shown on the screen anymore. Oh, it's way... Yeah, I think my thingy got crazy. Keycaster got crazy. Let's try that again. Now it's back. Okay. So if I do like Shift 4, which is the $, it goes to the end of the line. Perfect. Let's do the same thing, but move to the beginning of line. Actually, let me do something here. Before I do that, let me rename this. Move to line end, I think is more intuitive. Action, move to line start. Self.cx equals 0. Let's create this variant. And let's see, where are we using this? So let's actually do event key code char 0 some action move to line start, like that. Then if we get out of here, if we go to the end and to the beginning, just like that, we're chilling. Oh, and do we support end and home? Yeah, we do. So we should do that for home and end this way. And yeah, end. Event key code home. Here, event key code and here, event key code page up. And oh, never mind, because yeah, this is one bummer, because we can't really do it like this because we're checking modifiers, right? So I need to find a better way to do this later on. Let's keep it out for now. But let's do home and end. Yep, that works. I'm thinking here if there is a better way for us to do this matching. If we do event key code yeah, not sure. Okay, what else can we do here? Let me take a look at my roadmap. Let me see. So if we go here to ideas, in like Modo Editor, let's see. So clear the screen, draw cursor. We did all of that. Buffer, yes. Viewport, yes. Modes, yes. Syntax highlighting, not yet. I think we need to try to do a few more movements. Let's see, what do we use? Oh, one thing. Yeah. I think our insertions is not working. Let's give the insert mode a little love. So if I start inserting and I type stuff, you see nothing happens. So let's take care of that. So let's take a look at insert event. Yes. So here's what I think we should do. If we get a character, we're calling this action called add character. And it's basically just printing that on the screen, but now we print the lines of the file right over it, right? When we do that. So instead of doing that, I think we need to modify the buffer. So let's do the following: self dot add char add to buffer. Because if we're in insert mode and we type, what this should do is, maybe let's do it here and then we can, yeah, let's do it here and we can extract to a function if we need. So self.buffer.insert, then the line is going to be this dot. Do we have a helper for that, for the buffer line? We have viewport line. Let's see. Buffer line, we already have that somewhere. Buffer line. Yes, so let's do this. Buffer line self returns a U16. just like that. Oh, but in this case we are getting n. No. Let's undo this. Keep it like that. Buffer line. And then this is going to be self.vtop plus self.cy -1 maybe. We'll see. Okay, so now add character. This dot buffer line. Add position this dot cx. And the character is going to be c. Oh my god, me and this. Self. Okay. All right, so insert. Self.lines.get mute. So basically this is gonna be, oops. Let's do self.cx first, then the line. Like that. This way we can do X, Y, and character. Y. Type string cannot be indexed by U16. Lines is a vec. Get mute returns me a line. Why is this not working? Ah, right. So this doesn't return anything actually. Maybe if we try to, yeah. Anyhow, result. Okay. Self.line is the vec string. So why can't I get y as usize? Do you like that? Yes. And then line dot insert. So line is an option. Yeah. If let sum line equals this, line equals line dot clone dot insert index and character. So index is going to be X and character is going to be this. It's a mutable string. Why can't type cannot be dereferenced? X as usize. And I think that's all we needed. For now, let's not return anything. If we can't change it, we can change it. And yes, that's it. So let's see now. If we try to insert, what happens? Look at that. It freaking works. Nice. Okay, good. Now let's try to do deletion. Action. Yeah, and let's rename this not to add char, but to insert char. Insert char at cursor position. Action, delete, char at cursor. Yeah, I don't even need position. Insert char at cursor position. Cursor position. Self.buffer.delete or remove. I think remove is better. Let's see what we have on the string type. remove, remove, takes an index, yeah, so that's exactly what I want. So remove self.buffer, cx, self.buffer line. And then I guess that's it. I think we don't move the cursor. Yeah. I didn't rename this, so let's see. Insert car at cursor. Can I rename this? Pause. Let's create this variant here. Now we have delete, and let's create this method here. Same thing, if let some line equals to self lines get mutable size line dot remove x as your size. Then let's call this x and this y. Mutable. Perfect. So now we need to hook up this guy. Let's see where we have insert hooked, and let's do, oh, this is on the normal mode. So here, event key code char x. We don't even need this. Some action delete car at cursor position. Perfect. Let's see if that works. Let's go here, and yeah, perfect. What happens if we delete the whole line and we no longer have this guy? Okay, perfect. It took care of itself. Nice. All right, the next thing that I wanted to do is to do a command that needs to be, like when you do, for instance, dd, basically you keep the d down here, and then it waits for the second part of that command, right? So D and then D again, deletes the line. Let's try to emulate that. So in order to do that, I'm gonna do the simplest way possible, which is gonna be waiting command. It's gonna be option string for now, maybe, or character. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then if we do D, event key code car D, some action set waiting command to D. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, set waiting command, character. Now we need to handle that. And where are we here? Yeah, missing that command. Waiting command, and then the command self.waiting command equals some cmd, just like that. Okay, and now when we are on the normal mode, if we have waiting command, we need to handle that waiting command instead of doing the processing that we're doing. Let's see. So handle normal event. Let's do this like this for now. If let some command equals to self.waiting command, we need to do, and now this guy needs to be mutable. We need to do self.waiting command equals none, and self.handle waiting command. So we can add this guy at the end of this, like that. And then we return the action. Yes. returned by self-handling wait command. Nice, I like that. And then we're going to do the same thing that we have here. Yoink. Paste. That's it. All right. Now we do match command. If it's D. Oh, we need to receive the event as well. Command and the event. Event. Like that. So if it's D, what we're going to do is self.buffer delete remove line. And then this self.buffer line. Oh, stupid. We need to return an action. So it's actually going to be, so before I do that, action, delete current line, self.buffer.remove line, self.buffer line. Let's define this guy, generate a variant. Let's remove the line. Perfect. And then here, if it's D, we're going to return some action delete current line. Otherwise, we return none. Yeah, I'm just wondering if we needed to return OK action here. I think we always, yeah. OK action. Let action equals to this, like that. Good. So D is going to be delete current line. Oh, if the command is the end. Then we do match event key code D char D. Then we do this. Like that. And then yoink. Okay. Match event.code. Are ever going to fail, so maybe just return option action here. Okay, what we have in issues, waiting command, none, remove line, this won't return anything. If let some self.lines if if line self.len is more than line, self.lines.remove line as your size. Okay, what else? Do we have any other issues? No. Let's see if we can remove a line. Haha, we can. Cool. Love it. Another thing that I noticed is that when I do that on NeoVim, as soon as I press D, besides it being shown here, which I don't think we're going to do now, the cursor goes into this underlined state, which I think is a good indication that we are waiting for a command. Let's see how we can do that in cross term. cursor, set cursor style. Steady underscore is what I want. So let's go back to the, to the editor, and where do we draw? Self dot set cursor style, maybe. If self dot waiting command cursor set cursor style let's see. Oh, okay, got it. So we need to do set cursor. Yeah, it's not a function, but rather what we do is self dot standard out dot q set cursor style, and then this guy here, steady underscore. Is sum. Yes, is sum is what I want. We can do a match, it doesn't hurt. So let's do self.stdout.q match self.waiting command. And then if this is something, no matter what, we do this. Yoink. Otherwise, we do the default user shape. Cursor, set cursor. Yeah. Okay. This guy. Expected, yeah. This has to be mute, pretty sure. And this doesn't need that guy. Oh, it does, because this can fail. Okay, do we have any other issues? No. So let's see if we get that fancy cursor change. Love it. Love this. I tried to undo. Okay, nice. So this is working fine. So let's take another look at my roadmap to see. So viewport, scrolling line number, modes, normal mode. No, I think, what other motions do we want to have? I think actually this might be a very good place for us to stop today. So let's do a quick recap on what we did today while I commit stuff. Movements and line editing. So basically we implemented today the ability to scroll, to page up, page down, scroll with regular K and J to the end of the file. We did that. We had the ability to go to the end of the line or the beginning of the line. We now allow the user to insert, even though we're not changing the cursor when we insert. Yeah, before I finish, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change the cursor. If we're in insert mode, we're gonna do that thin cursor, which is, which one? Steady bar? Steady block, yeah, steady bar. Probably this guy. So set cursor style. If there is a waiting command, we do this, otherwise we do, yeah. So here we can do if match self.mode, and then if it's mode normal, we can do this, and if it's mode insert, we're gonna do this. Cursor, set cursor style, steady bar. Okay, so this should allow us to have that pretty cursor when we're in insert mode. Let's see. If we go to, I love this. And then we can type, we can hit ask. Yeah, so that's another thing that we added today. We added the ability to delete. We added the ability to delete lines going into this waiting command. So if I press D, you see that our cursor becomes this underscore-ish kind of thing. And then if I hit D again, it deletes the line, right? So we implemented that. We did this clamping here when you're like moving to a line whose width is less than the current line that we are. So implemented all of that. What else? I think that was it. Let's take a look at the commands. So we did page up, page down, line end, line start, delete, set waiting command, and delete current line. Basically, that's what I walked you guys through. So yeah, I think that's very good progress. On the next session, I want to start thinking about maybe visual selection, maybe undo. Let's see. Because I think undo is if we have actions, right? If everything that happens through an action, we basically just need two things on the action, right? The performing the action or reverting the action, right? So, and if we have that on a rolling list of undos, of actions, I think we can undo pretty easily. At least that's my assumption, right? So let's see if we explore that on the next session, which tentatively is going to take place tomorrow. All right? Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, I also stream on Twitch. I'm going to leave my link to the Twitch here on the channel. And if you're watching this on Twitch, on the next stream, I'm going to leave a link to my YouTube channel where you can see all the VODs. Okay? Thanks again for joining, and see you tomorrow. Bye now.